Hi guys, in today's discussion of How I Became a Hindu by Sitaram Goel, we start the 8th chapter. It's called Return to My Spiritual Home, which obviously implies that from this point onwards, Sitaram Goel starts getting back to his Hindu roots and Indian identity, his Bharatiya identity, his Sanatan Dharmi identity and ideologies and ideas and philosophies. For this particular video, we will talk about the section where Sitaram Goel restarts reading Sri Aurobindo Ghosh's philosophies. The next thing I did was to read and reread the major works of Sri Aurobindo and discuss his message with Ram Swarup, his friend, philosopher, guide, college senior and mentor. Day after day. Discuss the works of Sri Aurobindo with Ram Swarup day after day. Sri Aurobindo would have remained an abstract philosopher for me in spite of all his writings on yoga had not Ram Swarup explained to me how this seer was the greatest exponent of the Vedic vision in our times. Sri Aurobindo's message, he told me, was in essence the same old Vedic message, namely that we are gods in our innermost being and should live the life of gods on this earth. He made me see what Sri Aurobindo meant by the physical, the vital, the mental, and the psychic. He related these terms to the theory of the 5 koshas in the Upanishads. But Sri Aurobindo was not an exponent of Vedic spirituality alone. He was also a poet, a connoisseur, a statesman, and a superb sociologist. His book Human Cycle, was an interpretation of history which placed man's striving for spiritual perfection in his inner as well as outer life as the prime mover of the world matrix. His book Foundations of Indian Culture made me see for the first time that our multifaceted heritage of great spirituality, art, architecture, literature, social principles and political forms sprang from and revolved around a single center. That center was Sanatana Dharma, which was the very soul of India. Sri Aurobindo had made it very clear in the Uttarpara speech. Uttarpara is a place in Kolkata. Uttarpara speech that India rose with the rise of Sanatana Dharma and would die if Sanatana Dharma was allowed to die.